Here we are. We are live one more time. Hopefully, this is the last time. The great and final round of Finding Nemo, round 3. And let me see if people are already on the chat.
They are.
Okay, good. We're back! And now I am the Rotoscopers admin account. Anyway. Okay, I can't even remember what we were talking about. Anyway, I think we only have time to discuss the scenes that we really like and then go into voicemail. Because honestly, it's been an hour and we need to figure out these technical difficulties. So, Chelsea, favorite parts of Finding Nemo, go.
Oh, okay. Obviously, one of my favorite parts was the sharks. The sharks is always one that I've always been like, that's really funny. When they go deep in the deep ocean, where they see the fish that has the little light at the front, and then also, the other one is with Crush and the surfer turtles. Those are my top 3 that I always come to mind.
Okay. I really like the meeting the sharks.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hello.
Escape.
It has been 3 weeks since my last fish. On my honor, or may I be chopped up and boiled into soup. He's an inspiration to us all. One of those guys is Eric Bana, who's like an Australian, but he commonly plays Americans, I guess. But anyway, I like that part. And then I remember the anglerfish, glowing fish, the anglerfish scene from the teaser. Remember when that was just the teaser trailer?
Yeah.
Are you my conscience? Yes. I'm your conscience. How are you? We haven't spoken in a while. Can't complain. Or I just like when he's like, Dory, can you see anything? Ah, somebody's touching me.
That was
and I love it. I remembered it again. And then I like the part in the whale is the saddest part, so it's not my favorite. And then Turtle Talk with Crush. Do you remember Turtle Talk with Crush? Has anybody been to Epcot and done Turtle Talk?
Yes.
Like where the kids sit around and he's like an AI that like talks back to you.
Those types of things are so creepy to me because there is somebody around that's like talking and saying, yes, you with the striped shirt.
I think it's voice. It's like voice to voice or something. I don't know how they do it. It's just, Disney magic, I suppose. I thought it was like automated like an AI to where if he doesn't understand something, he's just like, all right, cool, man. You get to give a totally neutral answer. It's like these kids are getting around it, and then Virtual Crush is like, what's your name in the front, little man? And he's like, hola, Crush, mi nombre es Makeli. Yeah, a mí me gusta tortugas. It's like, okay, far out. Yeah, okay. Anybody speaks English here? They got to prepare for that.
Right, they do.
Anyway, does anyone just like mess with Crush on that ride and see if they can like... Yeah.
I do remember going to that, but they do have somebody there that's talking through somebody else, or that's talking through like a little microphone that actually has the speech technology. So when sound comes out, like the mouth will open and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen that before, how those work.
Kind of like, what was it, the Laugh Factory for Monsters Incorporated?
Yes.
They have something like that where they have these like digital monsters that come up, and basically it's the lip sync matches up with someone talking behind the scenes.
Right.
That's how they're able to kind of interact with everyone. Yeah. Cool, man.
So I always thought that was really fun. It was a cool thing. Let me see. I think the other time is at Disneyland, they actually took out the submarine ride and put in a Finding Dory ride, which I thought I've never liked the submarine ride, honestly.
I don't think I've ever been on it.
This is with the whole ears thing, and I'm like, I can't. There's too much pressure. I need to get out.
You gotta have the ears. Oh, just the air pressure?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Because they put you underwater, and they actually close it and move you around, so you're under. I don't know. The barometric pressure.
Yeah, submarines scare me. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I really like all the interactions with the fish tank fish. Like the poor things, they're just they're trying to, they're trying to hold on to the last little bits of sanity that they have, and having a really hard time.
It's
Um,
true.
really having a hard time with it. But man, it's just it's this emotional roller coaster, and just the tale of like, it's like the whole ocean is there. It's them against the whole ocean, but Marlin at first, and then Marlin slowly starts realizing that the world isn't the horrible place. It's not necessarily the horrible place that he thinks it is, and that he's so afraid of on Nemo's account.
Right.
He has friends, he has allies, and people that are pulling from him. And there's this cool montage where practically everyone in the ocean is talking about
Did you see
Marlin's
that?
journey.
Yeah.
He's looking for a son. He's going on
I love
the dolphins, and like those are cool gags. Like those are animation gags that actually work. That you don't have to make some sort of hip hop reference to be current, but in the ocean everything's current. So
Oh, just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
But can't you just see?
Turn that
Like,
spout on and just let it flow.
Yeah, I don't want to just Brian here, but anyway, what do we got here? Yeah, there's such strong themes.
Yeah. Okay, what are
You've
some
got
themes you got?
Well, you've got isolation. Like Marlin is a rock, he is an island, and he does not let anybody in, because the last time he let someone in, he ate his wife and ate all his babies. And so Marlin's feelings are portrayed with like really frightening photography. Like they really isolate him, make these long shots like he's alone. They set him apart from everyone. Then his world starts to get a little warmer and a little more close, like interaction wise, when he meets Dory. And then just the grief of what happened, and then like his struggle of finding his son, but he also has to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dory, who can't remember anything, is the one to tell him it's time to let go. And in his like moment of greatest peril, like he really had to make a leap of faith. And the whale was actually their friend. It's so great.
Thank you.
Oh, we didn't have a whale contest. Maybe he speaks orca. Whoa! She gets like really brutal. Great.
Well, I mean, of all of the themes that I got out of it, there was definitely the theme of letting go, letting the child grow up. Also the theme of, being open. Well, I mean, the two together, you had Marlin and Dory together.
Yeah.
I feel like their combination, it really, even though she can't remember anything and he can only remember, and so I think there's a good balance in between there, like knowing when to forget, knowing when to not let things touch you, because that is the reason why she's always so happy. She's always just going to the next thing, like, oh, she's blissfully unaware of everything that's going on around her, which in a lot of ways is good, but I think there's that happy balance between the two as well.
Yeah, very cool. Well, in the end, it's this emotional roller coaster they put us on, because even when he has found Nemo and he's together, all of a sudden they're in a fishnet, because we got to make some sort of statement about the environment, because it's Pixar. But yeah, and even after that, even after they get him out of that, and you think that all is well, it looks like Nemo is dead, and then he's not dead, and then everything's fine, and then they can all go home. But man, it's just like with our emotions.
Yeah. It's the same thing with how they did it with Finding Dory too. Like there could have been like 3 different endings through this whole journey. It's like the journey is never done.
And it's interesting. It's like I'll give a free pass to Pixar, but in other movies and series where like my emotions are manipulated by the showrunners, it's the reason why I stopped watching The Walking Dead. I just can't get into it because I'm like, God, where are you going with this?
Yeah.
but they made it work. And Andrew Stanton likes to do that, you know, because with Wall-E, it's like you thought that he was dead. No, you didn't think he was dead. You thought that he was like brain dead at the end. You thought his memory got reset, or at least put into Spanish mode when Eve reset him. But man, these cliffhangers and stuff. But in the end, like everything is all hunky dory at the end, and Dory and Marlin they're not like together, but they're all living around each other as family, and it's all good. And at the very end, Marlin can let Nemo go on yet another field trip, and he can be at peace.
Well, and then Nemo, not only that, Nemo is the one who accepts Marlin for his story too. Like he's the one that, you know, like in the chat, I believe it was Ryan Pareto, he mentioned, it was like, had that moment where we said, I hate you to our parents or whatever, you know, because that's just how the 5-year-old in us is, or, you know, if we're 15 or something like that. I never went through the teenage phase of like, nah, like throw myself on the bed. But it was, there's that moment where the child also comes to respect the parent more, and it has less, it's just less thinking of themselves. Is really what it is. Because in all different phases, I think you do kind of go through each period of time where you don't understand how to deal with the parents' view of you and your life and what they think it should be versus you and thinking how the world should be around you.
Yeah.
So I think
it's interesting. I can't wait till Nemo hits puberty. Then we'll have Finding Nemo 3. It's yikes. then he'll be totally finding emo.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway, let's do a quote off before we hit the voicemails, and then I think it's time to wrap this up. This has been a cursed episode, bewitched, if you will, and I just wanted to.
We did just pass the day. It is the Day of the Dead, so.
Sorry, I jumped right into Dracula music. I don't know what Day of the Dead is. Anyway. I really like at the beginning where he's like, "I'm obnoxious." I really should say that more.
I'm obnoxious. Escape. Hey, that's really funny how it kind of looks like the word escape.
It's spelled just like the word escape. Oh, in that same sequence, a little chum for chum. All right, give me another one. What are your favorite quotes?
Another favorite quote is going to be, well, there's always that group of schoolfish, and he inks himself.
Pass the butter. Oh, you made me ink. Let's see. Here's Brucey. That was really good.
Yes. Let's see what else. After that one, I had shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. That one's really good. Shark bait. Ooh ha. Okay, no, for the shark bait. Shark bait. Ooh, I do. Oh, and the same group of fish. He just grabbed the Reader's Digest. We have 4.2 minutes. It's like they're so into what happens at the dentist because that's all they have to look at.
Darla.
That's Darla. Oh, he's been favoring that one recently. They're talking about the different drills he uses.
Yes. Mine.
Anyway.
Mine.
Yeah, we got a beach towel. When we went to Walt Disney World, we got a beach towel of the seagulls, like the concept art drawings of them. It's really cute.
Oh, really?
Oh, the crabs. Hey. We're already half empty. I'd say half full. Anyway.
Well,
so many good quotes.
These are go on forever. Quotes, yes.
All right.
Final thoughts?
This was really good. Do we rate it before the voicemails?
Yes.
Okay. We have no Twitter question. I'm sorry. Maybe we do, but I'm not on Twitter anymore. But since you guys have been so patient, and since you guys have stuck with us through 3 rounds of this podcast, and made it to the final round fight, I'm going to treat you guys with with this, and I'm going to say, and I'm going to argue that Finding Nemo by Pixar is just about the perfect CG animated film. It is comparable to Lion King, and I therefore give it a 5 out of 5 star rating. Finding Nemo is about as close to perfection as you can get.
Them's fine words.
You heard it on the You heard it on the Rotoscopers. I give it a 5 out of 5.
All right, for me,
I'm even going to write it in the doc. 5 out of 5.
For me, I remember the time that I went in to see this for the 3D screening. It had been so long since I had seen it that I really kind of forgot how much I liked it, and I forgot how funny it was, and just all the little story, how it just weaves it all together. I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't have quite of a I'm not exactly sure why my memory doesn't show it as being so high on the retail, like rewatch value. I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't come up as high for that, but that does not mean that I don't think that this was also a 5 out of 5 movie. I got everything out of it. I felt like every part of it was the pacing was really well done. It also has, as we were talking about, a lot of themes. It has a lot of different ways to think, and honestly, as it was really geared to as a story and heart, and has a lot of emotion that everybody ends up feeling, and you feel for the people. And as we were talking about earlier on, how all of the different, there was so much that technology out of this was so well done, but at the same time, I never saw the technology at the time. I saw the story. And that's one of the quotes that we failed to mention of Andrew Stanton. He said that, if we're doing our job right, or who was it that said it? Don't quote me on who said it, but somebody said, if we're doing our job right, you're not going to notice the technology. You're just going to feel the story. And I feel like they got it. And that was really what I got out of this film. So
very good. 5 out of 5. Morgan, on the chat, you can still give your rating. But yeah, very, very good. And let's go into Los voicemails. So, like I said, we had way too many voicemails to put on the show for a single episode. Well, Morgan says 5 out of 5 also. So this is a triple 5. Bling 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 bling. When has this ever happened on the Rotoscopers? Y'all didn't even give Lion King or Over the Garden Wall 5 out of 5.
I gave Lion King 5 out of 5.
Anyway, let's jump right into
5 out of 5 as well.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
see, like, if this is your first episode, like, we're not in the habit of just be like, oh, it's the perfect animated film, 5 out of 5, and we're not that flippant. Like, we can be critical and harsh and whatever, but
just because we don't give it a 5 out of 5 doesn't mean we loved it too.
I've only met one person who said that they hated Finding Nemo, and I was like, ugh. From such turn away, there's something going on there that we don't know about. Anyway, I'm not saying you're crazy if you don't like Finding Nemo. Let's just go to the voicemails, okay?
Let's just do the voicemails.
Hi, Rotoscopers. It's me, Mystery Man, and I'm leaving a voicemail.
It's Mystery Man.
Finding Nemo. I think the best thing about this film is that I feel like it does more for parents than it does for children. Like, there is that temptation to like keep your kids inside and like away from the world, but it's better to let them like live life. And I think that's why it's really unique, because I haven't seen a kids film that like it works more for parents than the actual like kid. Keep up the great work. Bye.
Okay. Man, Mystery Man, he's so mysterious.
Man of mystery. I liked how he said that this really was geared toward the parents as opposed to the children. And I think a lot of Pixar's films are that way. I don't think that's one reason I think we all end up loving them so much is because they appeal to so many sensibilities as opposed to just getting the kids to, sit and watch something.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, it's not like it had adult humor, like AKA
No.
Sausage Fest, but it had timeless humor that all ages could enjoy.
Right.
So, all right, this next one's from Ryan. Stand
Hello,
by for
Rotoscopers. Ryan Prieto here. Just finished watching Finding Nemo, which just happens to be an incredible film. Looking at this movie from a historical point of view, this is Pixar when it was young and scrappy, still developing the technology and techniques they're using today. Pixar set an entire film under the sea where they would have to contend with the task of animating characters with the rhythm of a constantly undulating water source. And you know what? They overcame that hurdle and put together another amazing film. I would also argue this is when the characters themselves stopped having such a semi-plastic look, which was showcased in Monsters, Inc. just before this. And this story has some amazing moments where a father must simultaneously find his son and also let him go and grow up. And that offers a lot of narrative texture, which I really like. And, just that scene at the beginning with that barracuda or whatever demon fish it was at the drop-off, where it seems to just be suspended into nothingness. And in that moment of calm, there is tragedy on the other side. And that is incredible to me. And how the babies get, oh, I wish I hadn't killed that fish. That's a Homer Simpson Treehouse of Horror reference for you. So happy Halloween. Have a good one.
Awesome. Thank you for bringing that Simpsons quote in there. Awesome. Thank you, Ryan.
Oh, see, that one just flew over my head.
I wish I hadn't killed that fish.
This next one is from Tara, who I don't think I've heard her call in before. No, wait, that's not it.
Hi, guys.
Okay. I clicked on the wrong one. This is Tara.
Hi, Rotoscopers. This is Tara. I love Finding Nemo. I've seen it many, many times. I love that it's a father-son movie. I just don't think there's a lot of father-son movies out there for kids that show a real father-son relationship with the dad that's overprotective and the son who wants to do things on his own. I just think it has a lot of those timeless themes that kids and adults can relate to. Dory's kind of my hero because I'm really forgetful like she is, and I also tend to get discouraged easily. So when I'm having trouble at work or when I'm having trouble at home, I just sort of sing to my head, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And I know that's kind of cliched, but it helps me keep going. Also, I love Darla. She's basically what I was like as a kid. So if there's hope for me, then there's hope for Darla. Anyway, those are my thoughts about Finding Nemo. I just want to thank you guys for doing the podcast. I am a teacher, so I listen to it while I grade, and it makes it way less boring. So thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Tara, the teacher.
Tara, the teacher.
Glad that she liked it.
This next one is from D-Lan.
Hi guys, it's Dylan, and I'm in a very suitable place right now. I'm at Duxbury Beach in Massachusetts, and you guys are reviewing Finding Nemo. I believe this is part of the original table meeting where they discussed all the future Pixar movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and Ratatouille, and all the other now classics. And I think this totally deserves its place upon the Disney classic shelf. I've seen the movie a billion times, and I remember when it came out in 2003, it was just so huge. I remember it being like almost Frozen or Lion King huge. It was everywhere, and every kid knew every word to it. And it was just so good. And then they took such a step up in the animation in the 2 years between Monsters, Inc. and this. I remember being impressed even as a kid. I also remember having my first root canal planned for the next day after this. So the dentist scenes kind of traumatized me. My dad thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny, but nevertheless, it's still such a good movie. I also love the themes as far as especially with Marlin and Nemo, as far as a father suffocating his son with safety and love and just trying to protect him when he's actually kind of ruining their relationship in the process, but it's all done with love. I can relate to that with my dad, and I'm sure so many other people can relate to that with somebody in their life, and Pixar knows how to get you in the heart there, Thank you so much, guys, for reviewing this and adding to your ever-growing.
Thanks, Dylan. Thank you,
Yay.
Dylan.
Okay, this next one is from Jeremiah, who was a bullfrog. Was.
Hello, Rotoscopers. It's Jeremiah calling about the film that immortalized the words "mine, mine, mine." This movie, doesn't it make you smile when somebody says, "Let's watch Finding Nemo"? It's just that kind of movie. It's always the right time to watch it. And it's special to me because I'm a marine biology fan, and it's interesting how completely unexplored the ocean is. You know, how when you consider that it's this frontier that's beautiful and huge and vast and so much to discover, and you're always astonished, what, that study hasn't been done? I mean, we're kind of distanced from it, you know. So we see a lot of movies about dogs and cats and birds and people because that's what we know. And there were no movies about fish until Pixar made Finding Nemo, and then suddenly there were a lot of movies about fish. But it's really fun in that it does capture what the ocean is, I think. It's vast, it's beautiful, it's unpredictable, it's diverse, it's weird, and I just love it. And on another note, it's a successful road trip movie. Hey, how often does that happen? And it's just really a fun Pixar masterpiece. Cute, charming, exciting. Did I say cute? I'm not allowed to say that. Oops. And I give it 4.5 stars. I want to say 5, but no, 4.5. I'm firm. And I'll talk to you guys later. Look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah. He could not out of good conscience for himself give it a 5 out of 5, but it's okay. We did.
Interesting. All right. And then here's our last voicemail for the evening.
Hey, yo, Rotoscopers, Simon here from France. So Nemo, yes, for me it's a nostalgic movie with a nice lighting, a great attention to detail, and 2 strong points. First, the narration, which is really clear. Even if there's a huge amount of characters, if there's a lot of stuff going on, we're never lost in the narration. It's always really clear. And 2, the character design, which is really, really on point. I once heard that in character design, the nose is what gives personality to a face. And unlike humans, mammals, birds, most fish don't have a nose. By playing with mouth, proportions, shapes, they manage to create powerful and appealing characters, like the sharks. Really great. But the main character, Marlin, is not that much special. I think his face is a bit too average to be remembered. Unlike Dory, which has a really, really lovable face, her stiff eyebrows, freckles, that thing she does with her lips, and her personality, you can't help but love that character. So yes, I had a great time reviewing this movie. It's nostalgic, it has an efficient narration, lovable characters, and an awesome blue sidekick. Bye, guys!
Thanks, Simon.
Simon from France. That's so cool. We're so multicultural. Simon, thank you for calling in. Beautiful. It's like liquid gold. Anyway, we just want to thank all of... oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I liked how he just said that it was great narration throughout the whole thing. I felt like it was too. The story was very clean. So.
Yeah. So we want to thank everyone.
We are very sorry for all the people who did not get their voicemails shown today.
Yes. Best of luck next time, I suppose. If this keeps going, then we're gonna have to not promise that your voicemail will be heard on the episode, which will be sad, but also kind of cool. But anyway, very cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. This has been a tough episode. Of course, we hope that Morgan will get her audio stuff figured out so that we can all 3 of us be together. But this was a monumental episode because I think it's been a long time since we've all done like 5 out of 5 ratings.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is episode 134, right? Yeah. So for show notes, links, and more, you can go to rotoscopers.com/134. And be sure to engage us in social media, like on the site, on YouTube. Like, leave a comment, like this video, please, and tell your friends about us. And also, even though we are plagued with technical difficulties, this like whole video format is in all these extra things that we've been doing for like the past year and a half, I suppose, is all because of our fabulous patron subscribers. And if you want to learn more about how you can support the Rotoscopers by being a patron, you could go to rotoscopers.com/patron or rotoscopers.com/Patreon. Again, voicemails, you can go to rotoscopers.com/voicemails. And I think if you do it through SpeakPipe online, you can get a minute and a half, right? Rather than just calling in.
Yeah, either one works though.
Okay, or you can call 406-646-6575. We still have items in our store, right? We still have t-shirts floating around somewhere?
We do still have t-shirts, a couple out there. So if you are interested in one of those, you can definitely check that out.
Pick them up, please.
And
you can find us all over social media. I'm at MasonSMTX on Instagram. I have a blog, and I every semester I tend to post a little bit of school stuff. So you can go to thisanimatedlife.blogspot.com. That is my blog. And at Chelsea Robson for her Twitter. She has a website, chelsearobson.com, Instagram and Snapchat. And you can find Morgan Stradling at Morgan Stradling on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. So please connect with us. We love our listeners, and you guys are great. Thanks for listening in, and thanks for bearing with us during all these technical
Yes. All right, folks. Until next time,
we are the Rotoscopers.
Have a great day.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, we need a
now we are
title.
going to pick the title. So I will be going through and editing all of these things together so that when it is posted on Friday, you'll be able to listen streaming and without any problems, and it'll sound beautiful, as though this problematic night of ghosts in the websites did not happen. So
the Bewitched
episode. The Bewitched episode. What do you think we should do?
Say you won't. Say you'll do what I don't. Say you're true. Bewitched, anyone? Did anyone listen to them in the 90s?
Oh, God.
Bewitched, we had their cassette tape, and we listened to them on long trips. That and Hanson and Aaron Carter and a little bit of S Club 7. Say lovey, say you will, say you won't. Yeah, Bewitched with the asterisk. Yeah, let's just go to YouTube and I'll leave that song on YouTube.
The Submerged. We could do we did a couple puns in there. What else did we do? We were talking about water particles enveloping you.
Day of the difficulties. What did we talk about?
Morgan likes be fished.
Be fished. Okay, I can say the episode. You can say episode 134 of Finding Nemo, the Bewitched episode, and I'll be like, don't you mean the Be Fished?
Okay.
Or we can do.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like I'm editing all this together, so you won't have that issue. Like people will be
say
like,
the 5-star rating extravaganza. Let's see. Aqua puns.
Flood. The flooding of aqua puns.
Day of the aqua puns.
Yeah, I guess we can. I probably will include bloopers for this, so we can do Bewitched. All right.
Okay.
You're listening to the Animation Addicts podcast with the Rotoscopers, episode 134, Finding Nemo, the Bewitched episode.
Don't you mean be fished?
All
right. That is going to be it.
Thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you for joining in and for being so patient with all the crap that happened. So anyway. Watch the music video I put in the chat. All right.
Have a great day.
See y'all later.